Release! It's an energizer.
Oh, they're always crushing loaves.
You be crushing loaves. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, Lord.
Good morning, Hawks! Today is the April 9th, 2025, and welcome to the exciting Season 2 premiere of On the Hill! Now, some of you might be thinking, Season 2? When was Season 1? And you might be wondering what Hawks on the Hill is anyway. Wow, tough crowd. I'd love to introduce you to all of this week's joining me in studio, Jordan, copyright pending. You might know him for backflipping at pep rallies, missing shots at the faculty basketball game, and being the coldest battle-rapping math teacher on campus. Mr. Hernandez!
Oh, missing free throws is insane.
How are you doing today, Mr. Hernandez?
I'm good, Drew. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Did you enjoy the intro?
Yeah, it was wonderful. Thank you for all those shots.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for, having the time to come out here today.
Of course, of course.
Absolutely. I'm just going to jump right into the first question. We're going to start off with a serious one here. What inspired you to teach?
The money.
I love it.
No,
Pays really well.
No. Started substitute teaching just kind of on a whim and didn't expect myself to be in education, and then kind of just fell in love with the classroom. I love getting to be able to spend time with kind of the next generation and get to have some type of positive influence. So.
I love that. And I would say, I'm sure most of the students feel the same way.
Aww.
At least when I had you as a student last year, I felt like you were one of those teachers that was like definitely younger and can relate with the kids more, so you just have a lot more fun with you while also still understanding the material.
Aww.
So I think no problem. I think you still do a great job at that.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you enjoy that just as much as the kids enjoy having you as their teacher. What inspired you to come teach at Lake Mineola specifically?
I worked at Eastridge, enough said.
Oh, all right. Not taking any shots here,
Yeah,
guys. Don't worry. That's pretty much
Anywhere
it.
is better than Eastridge.
Was that your first high school you taught at, or was
Yeah,
first
so
year?
I went to Eastridge as a student, and it was awesome. And then I started off teaching Algebra 1 at Eastridge because I wanted to kind of give back to my old high school. Wasn't too big of a fan of just Lake Mineola's culture is so different than any other high school kind of in Lake County. And we try to tell it to the students all the time, like they really don't know how lucky they have it. Yeah. And even the faculty, like we're really privileged to be able to kind of work in such a great environment. So that was definitely a pull. Miss Nelson from last year, she was our calculus teacher. She was actually my middle school teacher for Algebra 1.
Wow.
Miss K taught me in 7th grade, or Miss Kovacev, as you guys probably know her, she was my 7th grade civics teacher. So
That's awesome.
Getting the chance to kind of work with them was also definitely a big pull over here.
That's really cool. And this is your second or third year here?
Second year here.
Second
Third year
here?
teaching. Yep.
So far, are you enjoying this year or last year better? I'm curious.
They both have their pros and cons. I think this year, is a bit better just because I'm familiar with the school. I kind of know what I'm doing here, whereas last year I had to figure out how Lake Mineola works, and then also learning the material for Algebra 2 to be able to teach it. Kind of when you have all that kind of mixed in, it's a little stressful. So This year it was been able to kind of put my foot on the brake a little bit and have a more easygoing year.
Absolutely. So. And let's not forget to mention you are, I don't know if you won or if you were a finalist for Rookie Teacher of the Year. Did you win?
No, I did not. Thank you.
Yeah. My apologies. But you were a finalist.
Yeah, I was top 3 for Lake County. So.
I love that. Congratulations.
Thanks, Drew.
Can you look right at the camera and rank your experience at Lake Mineola on a scale of 1 to 5 big booms?
1 to 5 big booms.
Yeah.
Is that like the boom, 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 boom? Is that that a thing?
It's boom, 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 boom.
Dude, straight boom. 5s. Boom, 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 boom.
I love it.
Dude, come on. One Hawk. Go Hawks.
I love it. So, if you could have any other career other than a teacher, what would it be? Professional backflipper?
No. Dream answer, I would love to be an actor, like on Broadway, on TV, anything like that. realistically, it's probably not going to happen. So I teach AP Stat, and I really enjoy statistics. That was part of my major in college. So realistically speaking, if I were to have a career change or if my time teaching kind of comes to an end, I definitely want to go maybe like data analysts.
I love that.
Because they make some bank.
That's super cool. And your experience with it as well.
A little bit, yeah.
You did say actor as your dream job. Let's not forget that you are an actor. If anyone does not know, Mr. Hernandez starred in a Coke commercial? In a Coke commercial
Yes.
a few years back.
Whoa.
Exactly.
He was grinding out some basketball, and he had to swish a Sprite and Coke mix. Is that what it was?
Absolutely.
Sprite and Coke mix, and you said it was what, disgusting?
It was absolutely awful.
Absolutely
For those of you guys
awful?
that don't know, I'll go off on a tangent on this really quick. So when you're drinking soda, Mr. Jordan could probably tell you more about it, but Coke looks too dark on camera. So I know what you're thinking, why not just put water in it to make it look lighter? Well, the water makes the Coke less fizzy. So what they do is they mix in Sprite to kind of dilute it and make it less dark on camera while still being carbonated. So if you've ever had Coke and Sprite mixed, don't know what's wrong with you, but it's disgusting. Feel free to try it out.
I feel like it wouldn't be that bad.
No, it's
you know?
awful.
Really?
I'll bring it in for you, dude.
All right, I'm willing to try it. But I feel like, when you'd go to a movie theater as a kid and you'd get like the 5 different sodas in one cup and like mix them, I feel like I would always do like Coke and Sprite and like Fanta, and it was never bad. You hated it?
I'm 27, I don't do that.
That's fair. That's a good point. I did that a lot when I was younger. Can you complete this phrase for us? Chicken blank.
Chicken butt?
No, it's a Jack Black quote from the Minecraft movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, whoops.
One more attempt. Starts with a J.
Chicken joint?
No. Does the studio audience know? Chicken jockey. What are your thoughts on the Minecraft movie?
I did not know there was one, so there we go.
You haven't seen all the memes about it?
No.
Oh, dang.
I'm not on social media that much.
Oh,
if it's Minecraft, I'll go see it. I used to play that game. So.
I've heard a lot of mixed feelings about it. From what I've heard, the movie is bad, but the experience is really good.
Okay.
Apparently, that's what I've been. That's what
vibe
I've
with
heard.
that.
I have not seen it yet. I wanted to, but where did you learn to backflip, and when did you learn to backflip?
So I've always been fairly athletic. You probably can't tell that from the everything about me, but so I did martial arts growing up, and then did a little bit of gymnastics in middle school, and then one day, I was literally at the beach with some friends. I think I was like 18. And I was like, hey, let's just try to see if we could do this. There's water here, so worst case scenario, if I fall, I'm hitting the water or like the sand underneath, which isn't tough.
I love that.
So I just full sent it, landed it, and that's that. I was like, oh, I guess this is a thing now.
So now it's time for the superlatives. One hawk.
Superlatives.
Say it again.
Superlatives.
Superlatives?
Yeah. Try again.
But the E's before the R.
No, try
All
again.
right.
Superlatives.
Now it's time for the superlatives. One hawk has One hawk has become the new motto for our school, and we want to honor that by shouting out some of the incredible staff you've gotten to know since arriving here on the Hill. So imagine teaching didn't work out and you find yourself robbing banks. Who's your getaway driver? Who's your muscle? And who's the brains of this operation?
Am I allowed to be one of them?
Yes.
Okay. I think I'd be the brains.
Okay.
Miss Pashek would not be the driver.
Well shot.
Miss McCall would probably be the driver. She has no fear, and I think could get us out pretty quick.
I respect that.
And then if any of you guys know Coach Bailey from softball, Coach Johnson, she would definitely be the muscle. Do not mess with Coach Bailey.
Oh gosh, I do not know Coach Bailey, but she sounds scary. So who's robbing the bank if you're the brains?
Oh, if I'm the brains, we'll send Pashek in there. We'll send Miss Pashek
I
in
love
there.
that. She has the grit.
Put the money in the bag! Put it in!
You're facing the wrong way, sir.
All right, give me the money!
So if your car broke down on the way to school, which teacher are you calling to first help out?
So is this before school?
Yes.
Not Mr. Jordan, because he's not even up yet. But no, if I had to call somebody if my car broke down, I'd probably Mr. Tapson. I feel like he's pretty reliable. As a backup, maybe. Yeah, never mind.
No,
Mr.
all right.
Tapson.
Shout out Mr. Tapson if you're watching this, my goat. So, if all the teachers were stuck on an island, Lord of the Flies style, which department do you think would do the best?
Obviously, I want to say math, but that's not going to happen. Social studies is just too well run. Social studies is coming out on top. Mr.
Really?
Katz is the department head. He
would
runs
have
a
things
well-oiled
figured out.
machine. Yeah.
That's a good point. Does sports count?
I think I was including sports. I think social studies is taking the cake.
Really?
I think so.
I feel like sports would probably, this is my personal opinion, would just kind of beat everyone up until
fair.
they get, I don't know, just like
They got to get tired at some point, though.
That's
and
true.
When social studies swoops
Good
in.
point. That's why I'm an endurance runner.
Fastest legs this side of the Mississippi.
Yes, that's what some say. Where even is the Mississippi? Never mind, off topic. Which teacher do you think would put up the best fight against you in a rap battle?
Oh, God.
You did have a rap battle last year against Taylor, who is now
Shout out Taylor Luke.
who's
Miss
now
you.
a junior.
In a rap battle. Jeez.
By the way, he won absolute GOAT. So
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Stop. Man of many talents. It's not just math. I would love to hear Miss Doobie spit a verse.
oh.
Or Coach Doxy.
I feel like Miss Doobie would just laugh in the middle of her rap. Like she'd forget something and then
Yeah,
just
but I
kinda,
feel like
crash
she could
out.
come up with like one clever bar,
Oh.
and it would just completely end everything. 'Cause
I respect that.
that's all you need. All you need is one. But I think Coach Doxy has some bars.
Do you think, so the question was put up a best fight. Do you think you'd beat both of them?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, wow. Love the confidence. Do you think there's anyone that could beat you on this campus?
Which camera's on right now? Which camera's working right now?
All of them.
Is there one that we're going to use for the shot?
Probably
I'm looking
this
right
one.
here.
Probably this one right here.
No one.
All right, guys. That is all we have for right now in this segment. I'd like to thank Mr. Hernandez for coming out and having such a wonderful time.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's been awesome.
Very passionate audience. We have more for you guys, so stay tuned, and then we'll be right back in our next segment after this commercial break. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. One Hawk.
When you drink an ice-cold Coca-Cola, you feel. When you drink an ice-cold Coca-Cola at Universal Orlando Resort, you feel.
Whoa.
Exactly. And right now, Florida residents can save up to $75 on tickets and passes to check out all the latest thrills. Restrictions apply. Sip into something amazing with Coca-Cola and Universal Orlando Resort.
A revival spark for the Lake Minneola High School cross-country team as an ex-runner comes back to coach a new batch of 5 freshmen. Things are looking bright for this young new team.
Let's go.
What expectations do you have for these runners coming into the season after a stellar first year?
I expect most of them to run really well. I expect most of them, at least 3 to 5 of them, or I guess 3 to all of them, to beat my personal best when I was in high school this year, which was 16:57. Drew's already on pace to do it. I believe Dayton and Q can drop down to that time too. And I believe Matthias and Mason can also drop down at that time too. I expect them to all lead my team to a state showing and really bring this team to the next 2 years, something special.
What was your opinion on the new coach and freshman class from last year?
Coach Patinas was a former athlete, so he understood what we do on this campus, especially in cross country and track. Having his energy coming from the college ranks was a bonus for us. In regards to the freshmen, his youthfulness was a big boost for the freshman class. They had someone who was not only a coach, but someone who was closer to age that can relate to them a little bit better than the old guy right here. I'm the grumpy guy. But yeah, the combination was huge, especially coming from the freshman to the sophomore year. You can see the bond that they've created, which is extremely beneficial for the next few years for this program, on the boys' side especially.
How does it feel that you two are constantly competing back and forth for the best time on the team?
I don't think we should really be competing against each other. I think we should be, competing together as a team instead of trying to go back and forth. So I think it would be more sense if we work together instead of going against each other. because if we work together, it'll make us faster. But if we're going against each other, we just be competing for just first place. It's pointless, I feel like.
So yeah, adding to Quentin's point, I 100% agree that it shouldn't feel like direct competition because that's not going to help the team. But I do like that we have a little rivalry going, if you will, because it not only makes us faster together, knowing that we want to be the next person, but also the rest of the team realizes we're kind of running away a bit, and then it encourages them to go faster. So as much as it like can be seen as a little bit of competition, I also think it can be boosting the team for a lot of times.
Yeah. We haven't hung out in a long time. You know what we need to do? What? Let's have a cookout.
Oh, a cookout! Hey!
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. You better reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Yeah, do it. We survived outside, all from the meat. What? Turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many seeing? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. You better reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough.
Beautiful day. I love hot dogs. Now the mustard. The mustard. Where's the mustard? God, what am I supposed to put? Guys, I didn't see the mustard. Drew, was it you? No. It wasn't you? Oh my gosh. Brian, where's the mustard? No. You didn't take it. Oh my gosh.
What? Gotta do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV.
What? Did y'all see that? Is that Jameson?
Hey.
What's that on that beat?
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
Couple of guys.
Turn his TV off.
Wienerless hot
Turn
dogs.
his TV off. Turn his TV off.
My mouth.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed our episode of On the Hill. It was very exciting being able to make it, so we hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making these incredible projects. Everything you watched today was made by television production students, so we are so grateful that you were able to enjoy and take time out of your day to watch it. So, looking forward to you guys enjoying more episodes of On the Hill and bringing you more exciting interviews with amazing guests. See you guys.
Great.